Absolutely everyone listening to this, at least once, has thought, I need to buy the new phone. I need to buy that $400 shirt. But the truth is, not everyone has realized that there are millions of people that would kill just to see a phone or to even own a shirt. My name is Alejandro Ramirez, and I would love to start this talk with a little story. This story goes all the way back to 2010 when I was 7 years old. As you can imagine, I was just a kid in first grade. There were no worries. I was happy. One day, I go downstairs and I see my mom and my grandma sitting on the couch crying. When I asked them what was going on, they said that my mom was sick and that she had to go to Mexico for the treatment. As a kid, I immediately started questioning everything. But despite all those questions, I only wanted my mom to be okay. 2 days later, I was told that my mom had been diagnosed with breast cancer. To be honest, back then I didn't know what that was. I only knew that my mom could die because of this thing called cancer. My mom had to go every week to Mexico, where she had the chemotherapies and the meetings with her doctor. I remember every single time I said goodbye to her. But what I remember the most is every time she surprised me by picking me up at school and eating together. I only remember that those were the happiest moments of my life. You can imagine this was very hard for a 7-year-old to live. And I'm not gonna lie, it was. But till today, the happiest day of my life has been when she came to me and said, Alex, I need to talk to you. I was worried. It could be anything. It could be either good or bad news. So I told her, what's going on, Mom? I promise I remember the look in her eyes. She was smiling. She stared at me and said, I'm free from cancer. I don't think I'm ever gonna feel that happy again in my life. And I really hope I do. By now you may be thinking, what does this have to do with what you told us at the beginning? And the truth is everything. Before I thought I was gonna lose my mom, I wasn't grateful for having one. Because I thought she was gonna be there for me forever, always, no matter what. And the truth is, she's not. I'm sure some of you can relate to this. Maybe not with your mother, but with your grandparents, with your father. Or maybe another person that has an important spot on your heart. As I was growing up, I thought my mom's cancer was my life-changing point. It was the moment that would mark me and change my life forever. And it did change it, but apparently, the lesson wasn't over. 7 years after my mom told me she was free from cancer, I lived one of the saddest moments of my life. I remember walking down the stairs and seeing my mom crying, looking at the sky, holding her phone and asking God, why? So I asked her what was wrong. I remember her looking me in the eye and saying that my cousin Jose had a tumor in his leg. I swear, the moment those words came out of her mouth, I felt like someone stabbed me right in the chest, and it felt horrible. Throughout my cousin's treatments, I learned a lot of things. Between those things, I learned to be grateful for everything. To be grateful for the fact that I was not laying in a bed at a hospital fighting for my life. To be grateful that I was still able to practice football. To be grateful that I was still able to do normal stuff. That there were no limitations. This situation also made me compare myself to other people. Not in a bad way, but for me to realize how privileged I am for having what I have and for being able to do what I do. What I want by telling you this is for you to realize that if you think you're going through something horrible, there are a lot of people that are going through something 10 times worse. So just be happy for what you have. Do not focus on what you don't have. Because once you want to pay attention to that things that are yours, it may be too late. And you'll regret not paying attention when you had the chance to. If you are going through something tough, just remember this one thing. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Thank you.